everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalia, and I'm an holistic vocal coach and also professional crossover singer. And today I have a special surprise for you. Okay, you ready? Okay. I'm pregnant. Yay! Surprise, 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 surprise. So it's hard to tell, but your girl is pregnant. Can you see it? Let me move my mic. Well, you can really see it. But yeah, here's my belly. Oh my goodness. I've been dying to tell you that I'm pregnant for a long time, but I decided to go ahead and do this video and not only reveal to you that I'm pregnant, because you're like my second family. You've been there for me, and we've been in this journey together for what, 4 years already? Oh, time flies. But more than that, I wanted to share with you the changes, especially singing while I got pregnant. It's all the things that I experienced and wanted to share. If you are pregnant and you don't know what's normal, what's not normal, how to cope with things, I would love to share my experience and hopefully help you to kind of go through it much more smoother. Okay. So, first of all, congratulations. If you're watching it and you're pregnant, this is amazing. This is an amazing time where you reconnect to your body and you really experience the wonders of nature and the world, right? This is like the peak of existence, I think, right? Is creating a new life. And it's pretty much amazing and a miracle. But with that, it comes a lot of changes. And we're talking about hormone change mostly, right? And again, depends on which stage you are in your pregnancy, but being fatigued all the time, being tired, not being able to sleep, having acid reflux, which having recently now, and I never had these kind of problems. Lack of air. You just feel you are grasping for air, especially if your baby sits higher. It's just the lungs are not as full and it's hard to breathe. So you take more frequent breaths. And also the muscle changes that's happening, especially in the abdominal area, that really can kind of affect our support and just feeling different in terms of how the support feels in your body and so much more, right? There's so many different changes. And again, every pregnancy is different. Everybody feels it differently, but those were the main things and still are the main things for me. So I just wanted to share with you kind of like my experience and my tips. So here we go. So I get a lot of questions. Is it safe for me to sing and perform while I'm pregnant? The answer is hell yes, of course. I highly recommend for you to sing and keep singing, if not more, or just for fun, because it's proven that it's not only good for the baby, but it's mostly good for you. And you know, what's good for you, it's good for the baby, right? But it's been shown that endorphins are being released while you are singing. You're using more oxygen. So you really connected to your breath. So when it comes to delivery and it comes to being able to push and go through all the labor stages, breathing, it's so important, right? And as singers, breathing is the most essential thing. So being able to really be connected to our breath and know exactly what patterns and how deeply to breathe and where to breathe, not bleed, but breathe, and really be connected more to your body is super crucial and important. And not only that, you building a connection with your baby, right? Your baby hears your voice, and there's something about music that is just develops the brain better, and it's been proven, right? And it's not only that, it's actually research show that the speech of your baby is going to come faster and better just by singing, because all those connections are being developed. And why not? Right. So you have all the right reasons. And I tell you, from my experience, I don't know about you, but I felt like, okay, I'm going to be busy when I'm going to have a baby. I got to do everything I need to do before I am going to be a mom. Right. And I don't know how you feel about this, but for me, it really kind of pushed me to finish all the projects that I wanted to finish. And if you don't know, I'm part of a duo called Voce Nova. We are a crossover duo where we combine pop and opera, and we do all these fun mashups, and we perform all over the world and AGT recently. And we been working really, really hard on new songs and new mashups. And I'm talking about whew, a lot of time of recording, a lot of time of rehearsing, and also performing live before the I don't remember which wave already, but before the last wave that we have with COVID, and it was such a major success. And I'll put a picture so you can see how did I look with a little bump. But I've been performing a lot, especially in the beginning of my pregnancy. I was performing a lot on heels, dancing, singing. And honestly, I didn't really feel a big change. I did feel that I'm getting tired faster. I'm getting dry faster. So I will tell you the tips later, but this is very important to just listen to your body. No matter in which stage you are, you know yourself better than anybody else. So make sure you're really listening to your body, what your body needs. And if I felt it's too much, I said, listen, this is a little too much for me. Maybe we can try this or that. And that's totally fine. We also recorded actually recently new songs that are going to be streamed on Spotify and Apple Music and all that. And I found myself grasping for air, couldn't really support the high notes as much as I wanted. And you know what? And your voice changes as well. Believe it or not. And I thought it was just me. But it's interesting. I was watching this interview with Anna Netrebko. If you don't know Anna Netrebko, she's a famous soprano, and she is, a classical trained singer. She's originally from Russia, and when she had her baby, wow, 13 years ago, I don't know exactly how old is Tago, I don't remember his name, but she said her voice got bigger, just bigger and rounder and more richer. And suddenly she couldn't really go for the light coloratura soprano, lyric soprano roles anymore. People wanted to see her as Norma. People wanted to see her in more, not Wagner, but more bigger roles. And it took a long time for her to transition because her voice completely changed after her pregnancy. And it could be a combination of different reasons. It could be hormones, it could be so many different things, but mainly hormones, because our body changes. It really changes, but embrace it. It's only changes for the better. It's not for worse, if anything. But I want to share with you the tips that help me, and hopefully it's going to help you to go through this pregnancy with much more ease. Okay. So, number one, guys, drink water. I know it's annoying because you know what? You're gonna go to the bathroom more frequently. And yes, even in the middle of the night, you will go to the bathroom more frequently because the bladder, you just can't hold that much as you used to, and you're just gonna go more frequently. But listen, you have to do it. Okay. You just have to drink water. And a good recommendation is 1 glass every single hour. This is what the rule that I go by. I have my glass or I have my bottle. I know how many glasses I have in that bottle. And I really keep track to make sure I'm keep myself hydrated because it's so important. Now, the second tip is to eat in smaller portions. Now, at the beginning of my pregnancy, actually fainted many times because I wasn't eating. And I was like going around doing my things and, going to meetings and doing all the things that I was doing. And I used to eat bigger meals, let's say 3 meals a day. And it just didn't work anymore because my blood pressure just went down. And I had to eat every single hour and a half, 2 hours. So I highly recommend bring with you a bag of nuts or dry fruits, vegetables, a sandwich with something with high protein in it, whatever. Okay. But keep it small because, again, acid reflux, which is not fun. Okay. So always carry with yourself Tums as well. And I'm not sponsored. The third tip, my loves, is to take more rests. Oh, God. I know, I know. I myself telling myself that I got to take it more easy. And as I told you, for me, when I found out I was pregnant, it was such a kick in the butt for me because I was like, oh my God, I have all these things that I want to accomplish. And this is where we need to kind of change our perception, thinking, okay, bringing a kid into this world means my life is over. It's not over, it's just changing. And I think something that I want to bring out, and if you get anything from this video, I hope you're going to get this because this took me a time and it brought me a lot of anxiety for no reason, is to understand that you decide how you want to live your life as a mom. You decided. There's no norm. There's no saying, okay, this is how your life should be as a mom, and you just got to fit yourself into it, and you just got to put everything aside, and the only thing you got to do is be a mom. No, there's so many moms out there that are rocking it, that have careers, they're doing multiple things. Yes, it takes preparation. Yes, it takes support, it takes planning, but it's possible. And I decided that I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to be just being a mom. For me, it's important to fulfill myself and also understand that it's okay to take a break in order to come back much more wiser, much more connected, and be more smart with your time and the projects you take upon yourself. So I'm not going to say yes to everything. I'm just going to say yes to the things that really that lights me up and are important for me, right? And it's an amazing opportunity because it just everything is going to be so much easier to see and decide versus just do it everything in the sake of doing everything, no, right? So my point is, embrace it. Embrace this time to rest. Embrace this time to take it slower. Slower doesn't mean you are now moving forward. It's actually mean that in order to move forward, sometimes we got to go back a bit and take it slower to receive more, to see things differently in order to move actually better and faster. Now, for tip number 4, in terms of singing, and this is something that took time for me to understand. As I told you, your voice is going to change, right? And you got to be flexible with your voice. You can't just demand and try to push your voice to what it was or try to push it to what you think it should be sounding like, because you're going against your voice and you're going against your own nature, and most likely going to create more damage than good. So you got to be more flexible. So for instance, if I would sing a song in a specific key that is higher, I'm going to take it down maybe if I feel that it's just not working for me. And even after practicing and really vocalizing correctly and preparing correctly, it still doesn't feel really good. I'm not going to push myself. So be flexible with yourself, change the keys if you need. Also, as I told you, I need to breathe more frequently in order to sustain a healthy, fuller sound. So I'm going to take more breaths Yes. And I did that. And you know what? It's not the end of the world. Nobody really noticed in the performance or when I was recording. And again, it's all about being flexible and understand, okay, what's most important thing? Healthy voice and me being happy, right? And not try to like push myself and ruin my voice and just be so tired by the end of it that I don't want to even sing. And last but not least is to move your body. Okay. And specifically, I highly recommend to try yoga and Pilates. And I have to tell you, I've been going and using this amazing app slash website method, whatever you want to call it. Her name is Melissa Wood Health, and she is an amazing instructor. She does all this combination between Pilates and yoga and mindfulness, and it's everything that I'm about, and you know I'm about because I, as a holistic vocal coach, and she really works on those muscles, and she adjusts all her workouts to really fit to prenatal and postpartum and every situation that you are now in your pregnancy. You can find a workout that's going to work best for you. They're only 20-30 minutes or 40 minutes if you have time, and you just feel so good. And it's so important to move your body, walk, don't sit. Even if you feel tired, go there, even for 15 minutes, even for 30 minutes. Put a good, music on your phones and just go walk, do the Pilates, do the yoga, practice mindfulness. Okay. Really enjoy the singing, enjoy and embrace and be flexible. And I promise you, this times go by so fast. And and I know it's frustrating because things are changing and you're just dying to like get back to your own self. But there's something so beautiful about this time. And I think we all need to embrace it even more. So I wish you, my dear mama, an amazing rest of your pregnancy and amazing delivery. And keep singing, keep conquering the world. Don't ever stop dreaming. No matter who says what, you make the rules for yourself. And I believe in you. I really do. So I'll see you guys in our next video. So let me know, what should I talk about in the comment section below. If you have any questions, as always, I'm here. And also, if you're interested to get the Ultimate Singers Bundle, where you get vocal exercises, you get a meditation, and also affirmation, a poster that you can use all free if you just sign up for my newsletter. And all the link is, by the way, in the description bar below. And if you want to study with me as well, you get all the information in the description down below. And with that, guys, I love you and I'll see you next time.